Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Nick here from Nick's Kicks and Comics. And yes, Chip, this thing is on. Can you guys hear me okay? You guys can hear me okay. All right. I just realized, Louis, since I changed the name to the pull list from 3 Up, 3 Down, I might need a new song. So we'll talk later. I hope everybody's doing fantastically tonight. We have two very special guests here. You don't hear me? Yeah. How about now? God, I love it. You guys hear me now? Hey, Chip, how about now? Can you guys hear me? Chip. All right, I'm going to kick Chip out. Welcome, everybody, to the pull list. It is now the pull list because maybe people don't have so many negative stories to tell. We all have positive stories to tell. So we're just going to talk about what we like and what we don't like in the community. And right now, since Chip is messing with me, I don't like Chip. So, all right, so I'll tone it down. All right. Nobody told me I was loud. Okay, so we'll get to the chat and I'll speak softly. Can you guys hear me okay now? Freaky Louie, how are you doing? Chip Getler. Miss Roskowski, how are you? Good to see you again. Slotted up 503. Jean Roy McCarran. Hello, how are you? Okay, so we'll get to our guests now. You've seen our first guest on several movies such as Top Gun, Rain Man, and most popular, Frisky Bigness. Mr. Frisky Bigness himself, Mr. Rosko.
What's up? How you doing, Nick? Love the intro.
I don't know, like talking with you backstage, I thought it was good.
Oh, I know Chip.
But then you get Chip messing with me, and I have no clue, and I'm worried I'm pulling a Rod the Rican, and nobody can hear him. Nobody can hear me. So
I know. I'm like, I can hear him. What's going on here? Because no one else is saying anything too.
And he got me all flustered. You see, if you miss a comment on one person's videos, you miss one day, they're out to get you already.
See?
What's up? All right, we'll bring out our next guest. As usual, you've seen this guy in Interview with a Vampire. You've seen him in The Lost Boys. You've seen him in Fright Night. And if you can't see him, blame it on the mirrorless camera. Actual Dracula.
Hey guys, how's it going? And Nick, thank you for naming all Dracula movies. That was
I tried to come off the top.
He's definitely in all of those.
I'm glad you used Rain Man for me.
Interview with the Vampire, famously a Dracula movie.
Top Gun. I didn't want to get the Frisky Bigness right away.
No, I hear you, but you went right to Rain Man. So
that's because I had Chip on my mind, and they were calling me Rain Man after my episode of Rigged. So,
oh jeez.
All right. So how are you guys doing tonight? Everybody's all right?
Yeah,
very
good.
Well. Very well. Right. Thank you.
2 out of 3 of us are hoping for a big Knicks win. The other one does not care. I'll let you decide who. And we'll see. All right. I think we're pretty caught up on the chat, so we'll get first to our origin story, so to speak, our collecting origin story. So we'll start with you, Mr. Rosko. What is your collecting origin story? Have you been in the whole time? Have you had stops and starts? What brought you back?
Well, I did collect when I was younger, in the 90s. I probably bought my last comic book back in 2003. I went to Philadelphia Wizard World. Great experience, but for some reason I just don't know. Other things happen. I ended up moving down to Florida, and going to college and stuff. So I kind of went away from it, and I don't know why. And I literally just got back into it. Oh man, it's got to be maybe 4 years now, 4 years ago. So 4 or 5 years ago now. Yeah, I saw a Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover book when I was in Universal at the Terminator ride. Like in the area, they have like a little comic book area, and so I was looking at. I just happened to just briefly look over there. I saw that crossover and went, "This happened! Holy mackerel!" So I bought the book, and then I literally just found my closest LCS, and then started getting back into it. So, but the first book, I have the first book here that that actually was ever given to me. My mom took it from a. I said this story on Nick the Comic Nerd, but my mom took this book from a doctor's office, and it's Captain America meets the asthma monster, and it's just. It's not numbered. It's not even like a real book. It was like made for like, the whole, it says, it's for your physician. Like, it's like a physician, like actual, like, so she was like, oh, it's okay. Just take this one. So I've had this book for as long as I can remember. And, yeah, it's just been, it's just been awesome. So I had to show that off, but yeah, like I said, I got out of it for so many years to finally get back in, and I love it. I mean, even though it's the most it's ever been, but it's still fun. And I just got to say it every time. This is the best community I've ever been a part of or ever seen. Everyone take care of one another, and the way we all treat one another is just phenomenal. I love it. So I mean, that is just one major thing. Also with comic book collecting. Is just the other people that you meet. So it's just been great.
And I think there are more than one part, because when I was watching that interview with you and Nick, and I looked up that issue in CLZ, and I think there's more than one.
Oh, for this one? Yeah, it's not numbered, but it's I think he comes back. Like
the asthma guy, yeah. And then later on, I think Lynx was collecting the one where he battles the chlamydia monster.
What?
I'm kidding.
It is like there's like Spider-Man one that's skating on thin ice, which I think is like an anti-drug one. I've got a copy of that. I got it in elementary school. They gave them to us.
Yeah, and
that's awesome.
Shout out to Freaky Louie, because Freaky had AOK'd me the Radio Shack electronic books.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
Come to find out, there were like 13 or 14 of them, and I put them on my list, and I'm searching for them now. So that's pretty awesome. It's that revolving door of how what you missed out on as a kid, and what you don't have now, you kind of search for again. So.
Oh yeah, awesome. I recently went to, well, I shouldn't say recently, a couple of years back, I went to a flea market, and I found I found the one where it's Peter Parker. It's a story about where Peter Parker actually gets like touched, and and it's with the Power Pack, and it was a free book as well. And I bought it, I think, at a flea market for 75 cents or something, and I was like, I gotta have this one. But yeah, it's there's like all these like ones like where it's like the Association for Drugs, or just something like, it's crazy some of the books that they put out, but those would be fun to collect.
Yeah, it is awesome. So speaking of awesome, how about you, Mr. Adrian? What's your collecting origin story?
Yeah, I mean, I've been reading comics my whole life, and despite the fact that Chip is convinced I'm like 15 years old, I'm actually a bit older. Old enough to have seen Batman in the theater. So, so by the time I was like, 10, 11, that's when was, McFarlane was on Spider-Man. Jim Lee was doing X-Men. That was like, I wanted to be those guys, right? I was drawing all the time. They were my idols. So I also remember actually going back before that, I used to buy comic books at the drugstore, which I don't know about in Texas, but in Toronto, there's no comic books at the drugstore anymore. So that's dating myself a bit. And I did want to mention my first LCS had the guy that owned it is the closest I think anyone will ever meet to the comic book store guy from The Simpsons. I mean, this big surly guy that you could argue with if you were up for it. But that place holds a special place in my heart because it was like my first LCS, and also like the guy. It was like the character was based on him. It was incredible. Yeah. So I was big into reading and collecting in the late 80s, early 90s, all that. But by the time I got to high school, I wasn't really collecting so much. Though still reading. And I did. I was getting more into indie stuff, small press stuff. Although I did still buy Wizard magazine religiously to see what was going on at Marvel and DC and Image, and but not really buying any books. I was strictly just reading trades, and I was buying and reading trades for probably about 20 years. Wow. That's how I was reading comics until about just over a year ago. I still had my comic collection. I had not a huge collection, maybe like 3 long boxes, but they'd been sitting at the back of my closet for years, untouched. Hadn't even really considered looking through them, because I got shelves full of trades I would read or reread, and then I guess I had a bit of free time when the pandemic first hit, and I decided to pull those out, and like the collecting bug bit me immediately. I started going through my books and organizing them, rebagging and boarding everything, and that got me into like wanting to start collecting again. And I kind of went right back out looking for there was no stores open, no shops were open, right? This was a year ago. So I went online, eBay, and even like Craigslist and stuff, and started buying up some books, and then I guess it was Craigslist, right? It was a Craigslist ad. I was trying to figure out like some titles that I didn't really have that I was interested in looking into, and one was Moon Knight. So I happened upon this listing on Craigslist for someone that was selling some Moon Knight books, and it ended up being this guy Sandy, the real Comic Knight, and he told me that he started doing live sales on Instagram. I should check it out, and I did, and that was like, it snowballed from there. I had no idea of this community that existed on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube. It all started with them. I got to give a huge shout out to my boy Sandy, because if I had never got in touch with him, I might not have even realized, right, that this community even existed. I met so many people through those sales, and then through those people, and it's been incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened, right? Like just a year ago, I basically started collecting again after not for like 20 years.
And we would have all lost out. So big shout out to Sandy. Thank you, my man. Thank you for bringing the actual Dracula into the community. Yeah, it was weird for me because I've mentioned this before, that I've always read them digitally. I've always wanted to see what was going on. But just that tactile feel and remembering what it's like to turn those pages, it came flooding all back, and I was just like, I was full into it again. So it's it's a visceral, real, cathartic thing, even bagging and boarding everything again. I mean, right now I'm in the middle of organizing and alphabetizing. It's a pain in the neck. But to have the free time and have the music blaring or the Knicks game in the background, it's just a great feeling. So
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
appreciate the origin stories, guys. We'll catch up with the chat. I see some more people running in. Mr. Louis Rovello,
Lou.
Yankee hat, forever a Yankee, forever. Mr. Caps on Comics, how are you? A great Lamo frame this past week.
Oh yeah,
And I gotta say, first time I've seen him in my chat, Mr. Skeff's Comic Knowledge, my man. How are you?
Skeff, that's awesome.
DJ Links, how are you, sir? Brooklyn in the building. We are Legion. Panda, how are you? Just about to go on a nice vacation with the family.
Oh.
Not that I want to shout him out and put him on blast, but it is what it is. Mr. Warlord, how are you? And Simple Simon from across the pond, Australia, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well tonight. All right, so let's discuss. I mean, do you guys have anything that sticks out, positive or negative, that immediately jumps into your mind that you want to share with the people today? We'll start with you, Mr. Dracula.
Nothing negative really jumps out at me. I mean, you could find, certain people could find the negative in a situation, but in terms of collecting for me, and it's really been about this community that's kind of fueled it even more so than the comics and the collecting. That's obviously, I'm doing it because I love it, but the fact that I've met so many amazing people through this hobby, and a year ago, I had no idea even existed, and the fact that I've been accepted into this community, and everyone's incredibly positive and supportive. I the biggest thing for me was, if you'd asked me like a year ago if I would have ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, I'd say, maybe, but I would never just like put myself out there. Like I'm a pretty quiet, reserved guy, normally. So, I never thought about, just making videos, that are essentially just myself, right? I never thought I would do that. I got a little liquid courage here that helps. But I don't have like the gift of gab of someone like Wink Inc. or Lynx. So for me, I'm still getting used to this. It's still very, very new to me. All I can do is just I have these ideas in my head and I put them out there, and hopefully people like them. And it turns out like people have. I'm so grateful for all the kind words and all the support people have given me. And I think I would do it regardless because I'm having a lot of fun. And that's just like the icing on the cake that people seem to be there's something seems to be resonating with people. I guess whether it makes them laugh or they're just like, look at this weird guy, I don't know, but
it's actually both. I can tell you
it's probably both. Yeah. But that for me is just I had no idea that something so positive could have come out of the fact that so many people were just stuck at home essentially, and I think this community has grown immensely because of that. I came in at the right time, I would say. I think for sure.
Yeah, and it's a little weird. I wonder. I think it would have always been welcoming, because a lot of us have started when nerd was such a bad word, and we had that negative stigma attached to it. But I think with everybody cooped up in the house, station to the chat, everybody cooped up in the house and needing that social interaction, I think people were leaning more towards being friendly, and us having this whole thing in common, I think it did help. But it did seem to be a perfect storm to get into this. I think we all start out you know, like, do we even show our faces on video? I know for my first couple of videos, I didn't know what to do. And then I blessed the community with this. Not the glare in the head, but and then it just became fun, you know, and it's now like a group of friends who I shoot the stuff with. So it's an awesome time. And you know, and honestly, I can say there are days, Drac, where you make me laugh on Instagram. You'll just kill that stuff. And then there's the hockey mask Remy Q thing that was disturbing just because of the eyes, but it was something so fascinating that I did not want to turn away. And for me, it became instantly classic. And I'll always have it on my phone, and I'll always pull, well, and I know somebody's going to say something. I'm going to pull it out whenever I can. So.
Well, I'm really glad you liked it. Yes, people seem to like that one.
So that's why this is called the poll list?
Sorry.
Is that why this is called the poll list?
Yeah, see, Rosko, I told her Roscoe's taking it a little bit further. But and baby Christian Bale and Michael Caine last week was another instant classic. You know, that's just fantastic.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm glad I can provide some entertainment to the community. That you know, if I can give back in my own little way, you know. Again, like I didn't even know a year ago that this was a thing. Like when I first got back into collecting, and I kind of started discovering all these YouTube channels about comic books, all these unboxings, the mystery box unboxings. I hadn't watched a single one until about a year ago, and now I've watched countless, and I love it. I mean, I tried to. My goal, I guess, going into this was like I saw what other people were doing, and I really enjoyed like some of the first channels I discovered was like there was like Very Gary, you know, he would do these you know, huge collection hauls, and who else? Actually, one of the first channels I ever discovered was DJ Lynx. I think that might have been the first mystery box unboxing I ever watched. Was probably a Lynx video. Anyways, I just discovered, you know, started from watching one video after another, discovering all these different channels, and seeing that everyone has, you know, their own thing. And I've just kind of been, when I decided to do my own, which was a completely a spur of the moment thing, I just decided to go for it. I kind of wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to do something a little different that was my own. And so, you know, I knew I would do unboxings and things like that, but I try to, I guess, spruce them up a little, you know, add some elements of humor, or, which I think, you know, because for me, that's just kind of as much a reason I do it as anything is because comedy is just as important to me as anything else in my life. It's really been, you know, laughter is the best medicine, as they say. So, yeah, that's been kind of the driving force behind what I'm doing with my channel, is just to, if I can make someone laugh, then I've done my job. But let me just say, there's nothing I love more than someone literally just pulling comics out of a box and showing them. Like, I still love that so much. You know, it's just that I wanted to try and do something. For me, it's a little boring, so I wanted to do, you know, something a little different.
Yeah, and I can tell you, prior to the stream, Rosko was showing me some stuff that he had picked up in the dollar bins today. And I was fascinated by what he was showing me. You know, stuff that I would never think about buying, that I never knew existed. And I was like, wow, look at the art on that. Look at this. It was just fantastic stuff. But thank you for that, sir. And let's get to you, Mr. Rosko. How about you?
Well, I have a negative story. You know, I mean, of course, you know, with comic books, there's always villains, is there not? No. But yeah, I mean, just like Drac, honestly, like I did not know about this community. Like I started to know more about it last year, you know, during the whole pandemic. I started drawing, and once I started drawing, then I was collecting more comics, and then saw that there were live Instagram sales and started watching them, and then people start following you and whatnot, and then you start following other people. Well, I found this guy, and they seemed like a legit business, and pretty much I got taken for my monies from some fake legit, or not legit, some fake company, and but this was going back this is the probably beginning of probably the end of 2019. I want to say, but now I definitely know who to buy from. It's definitely a trial and error type of thing. Like, who can you trust? It's kind of like eBay too. It's like you buy something on eBay, you're like, please just get here safe. Don't come in just an envelope and that says "do not bend" without a bag and board. But
shout out to Caps on Comics, who just went through that.
Yeah. So, I went through trial and error, but this guy definitely took me for my money, and then was like, oh, well, someone emailed me like 2 months later and said that the owner got COVID and that they're going to get back to me. And I was like, okay. I was like, just send me the books. Please, I just want these books. But they ended up deleting their account and everything. I was just like, all right, you know what? I got to figure out who's legit. And, but like I said, with comic books, there's always villains, and a lot of books I collect are horror books. So that's always, they're horror stories. But yeah, like Drac again, I want to touch on him. Like, whoa, hold on. Let me touch on what he was saying.
Whoa. Maybe you should read that Peter book again.
Yeah,
huh?
I think you need to reread that one.
On touch on what he was saying was that definitely within the last year, like, I realized this community was like the best community. I mean, just a group of guys having fun, talking comic books, something that we all enjoy. You know what I mean? It's like, and then the thing is that we can tell someone, hey, I read this. You should check this out. I think this may be up your alley, or, anything like that. What am I keep saying? Up your alley? Jeez, what is going on with me today? Anyway.
It's you bringing it up.
Nick, you got to change the name of the show to Up Your Alley.
Yeah.
That'll be the after show.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, but like I said, it's just the best community. And it's like within the last year and a half or so, I just couldn't be happier with the people I've met and the things that I have in store. Just like Drac, I want to bring comedy to this community too. I mean, there's a lot of people that do, which is great, but I have stuff up in my brain that I want to, put on video, and I just, like I said, I have a lot of stuff that I'm ready to bring out. So my YouTube channel definitely have a lot of content within the next couple months. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to you. You guys both, we're always anxious to see what's on deck. You know what I mean? It's like, especially Rosko, you've been around. People see your faces everywhere. Lamer Frame, we know that you're in contention for every single round, even though you're not playing. So, speaking of which,
well, me and Rosko both are regular home players of that, right? Sometimes it's usually just us two. So
yeah, if it's not used to vying for the round, Chamorro will be sending in. It's
right.
Fable, just fantastic artists who have so much to bring to the community aside from the comic and drawing aspect. We all want to see what you've got. We know you have something within you that we definitely all want to see. Speaking of which, Chip had showed me a few weeks ago a giveaway tool. So in honor of Mr. Gary B, we're going to do a giveaway for this book, Parallel.
Oh, I have not read that, but I heard good things.
Yeah, same here.
I can honestly tell you, first of all, go check out the interview that the Usual Suspects did with Jason Douglas.
I did watch that, even though I haven't read the book. I've watched lots of interviews with about, say, a certain thing that I haven't read yet, but I don't mind. It was a great interview. Yeah,
I read this yesterday. I was actually lucky enough to win the signed copy from Jason Douglas, and my man Slotted Up had sent this in an AOK yesterday. So I read this. So I definitely want to pass this along because to me, this story, for the right person, it can honestly change your life. It can honestly give you impetus to change your situation. So what I want to do is I want to give this away now. And we're going to use the StreamYard giveaway tool that Mr. Chip Gettler showed me.
That's awesome.
And let's try this and this. All right. So what I want you guys to do in the chat, everybody in the chat, including you two, Rosko and Drac, you want to put hashtag Frisky. I'll put a starting line out there. And I won't say why it's going to be hashtag Frisky. We'll just leave that alone. But if you guys put hashtag Frisky in the chat, we'll enter you guys into winning that great book. All right, and we'll give it 30 seconds. I'll put a timer on it. Big shout out to Chip Gettler. Him showing me this was almost a makeup for busting my chops earlier when he said my mic wasn't working. And we'll start it now. So when you guys hear Super Mario, we'll run the giveaway. Yeah, Caps, I do too. And after this, in about 28 minutes, we have the heavyweight rap battle of a lifetime going on DJ Lynx's channel. There are a lot of things that I want to see happen. I'm excited to see it all happen, but don't cancel me, YouTube. Don't cancel me, YouTube. And there's Rosko vying for the beatbox battle.
Oh yeah.
We'll get it going. We'll get the. Yeah, do it right. What am I doing wrong here, Chip? What am I doing wrong?
Oh, don't go down that road.
You're always ready to say something. Why is it not working? Chip, help me out, Chip. You can go down that road. It seems safe. Nothing is killing the children that way.
Yeah, okay.
Hashtag Frisky. All right. He says, leave it. It will compile. Stop using big words, Chip.
Thanks, Chip.
All right. In the meantime, we're going to say hello to a few more people who walked in.
Oh.
All right. Sith Lordly, Mr. Spike.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Sith Lordly, my brother from another mother.
Heck yeah. Awesome guy.
Yep.
Caps on Comics, the godfather of the Grow Together movement, and we will have another giveaway tonight because my last suggestion for Grow Together 4-color films is now like I think 112 subs. So yeah, we'll give away this Detective Comics 1000. Chip, why is it taking so long, Chip? Never could figure it out. How are you? Who else?
I love how Chip just chimes in with his hashtag Frisky.
Oh, so is that what it does? It. All right. So guys, let's put Frisky in again. Simple Simon. Slide it up. Yeah, because I think it takes it from when I enter. So everybody, one more time. Hashtag Frisky. Put it back in the chat. I'll do another starting line. Sorry about this, guys. Gotta love live TV, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Hashtag Frisky to enter to win this book. Phil Ailing, you need a hashtag in front of it. And make sure whoever reads this, whoever gets that book, make sure you read the foreword also. All right, that's more like it. More like it. We'll put Mario on again. This time we'll do 20 seconds. And then we'll kill it. Could have told me. You could have told me earlier, Chip. Wait till I see you. Wait till I see you. Chicago's going to be a mess. Yeah, definitely way to go, Chip. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I was on vacation.
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Rosko, is there anything you can tell us about this between the lines? Or that's still under wraps?
It's a little still under wraps. You know, we're gonna keep giving a little teaser here and there. But it's gonna be me and Chris. But it's a fun, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun, man. That's all I gotta say. Everyone, I just hope everyone's ready because this is gonna be a good time. I'm telling you. But we're gonna drop things here and there. So you'll see within the next 2 weeks we'll be up and going. So I'm pumped.
I'll pick this winner. We'll draw now, and then I'll get into how he put it to us, like how he introduced us to that.
Oh, I thought it was me. I was like, yeah. Oh.
Hey!
Oh, Warlord. Nice.
Warlord. Congratulations. Like I said, a great book. For me, I told Jason Douglas, he reached out to me. He was pleased with what I had said about the book. And I told him that I haven't read a book that really resonated with me like that since The Crow back in the early 90s. So it's a great read. Make sure you read the foreword. And if and when you're done with it, pass it on. Let everybody else win it also. Reach out to me in IG, and we'll get it going. All right.
Nice.
So,
congrats, Warlord.
Congrats. That's awesome.
So in let me go back here. In regards to this collaboration, so to speak, between you and Cardboard, we're in this group chat. And I can't remember if it was the Burke Fam chat or one of the many others that we're in. He goes, guys, unfortunately, I have some news to tell you about the channel. I'll be dropping it real soon. And I start to think, like, what's going on? Like, it's something. When you hear stuff like that, you don't think it's happy.
Right.
Like,
I know.
good news, like a collaboration between you two are good news. And, of course, I started wondering. I didn't want to say too much. I figured I'd let the guy come out in his own time. And he's like, oh, yeah, me and Ross going to be doing something together. Keep an eye out for that. I was like, seriously, Chris, I'm over here worried about your life.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what's going on, if everything's okay,
Yeah.
if I got to drive down to North Carolina or what. And then he's like, yeah, me and Roscoe got some stuff. To stay tuned. So it better be good, Roscoe. And it better be good, Chris.
I know. I'm so pumped for that. I like you guys are two of my favorites in this community. Absolutely. You're both incredible artists.
Thank you.
If no one is, like Nick, can you pull up? If you can pull up that, what was that Venomized Stimpy that you did? That was amazing.
Oh yeah,
you did that. I think last month. It was like the Ren and Stimpy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually
love that one.
I was in a contest. It was a Venomized contest, and the thing is that I'm actually in the finals.
That's right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and so the thing was that everyone was doing like Venom, Toxin, Scream, Carnage, the basic. So I'm like, I want to do something that no one's doing. So the first one I did was Venomized Patrick from SpongeBob, and then I was like, I want to stick with the '90s cartoons, but I want to stick with Nickelodeon. So then I did Venomized Cat Dog, where I made Cat Venom and I made Dog Spider-Man, and I kind of did like the iconic 316 cover, but from the side. It's like I tried to do that kind of thing. But and then the last one, like you said, I did the Ren and Stimpy. So
Yeah,
I,
dude, that is amazing. I love it.
Roscoe,
Thanks,
you don't
man.
have it on your Instagram, right? I don't see it on your Instagram.
Oh, it's probably on your art page, right?
It's on my art page. Yeah, art _of_ Rosko. I have my book is over there. I could show you.
No, I got it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm working on commissions right now for people, so just be patient with me. But I got some cool stuff coming up.
Yeah, not too patient, Roscoe.
Yeah, there it is. Yes. I love that,
awesome.
dude.
That's
so
awesome.
good.
Man.
I have to say that honestly, I covet. Like I know you said already that you don't want to sell it, but let's find it here.
Oh, I know what you're gonna pull up.
This is another awesome one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all awesome. But for me, the one that hit me in the fields, and I need to have it. Where is it?
This is the Calvin and Hobbes homage.
Yes.
There it is, right there. Yeah.
Yes, Calvin and Hobbes has been my favorite since I was a kid.
Yeah, that's incredible.
This is just sick.
Yeah, they did the Robin King and the Batman Who Laughs. I was like, I want to put something with them together. What would be a good one? And I was like, man, Calvin and Hobbes have that cool where he's pulling on his mouth with his tongue coming out and he's giving him the bunny ears behind, Calvin, where he's, flexing on him. So I was like, oh, how can I do something? So I was like, that'd be cool. So I did that. Yeah, and I don't know, man. That one is like one of my favorites. So it's hard for me to get rid of. But
I don't think I'd have enough money to get that anyway. But look, just awesome, fantastic stuff. Like I wish, even if I turned it to Bob Floss 5,000-10,000 times, I don't think I'd ever be that good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my other favorite one is what was the other one I did? I love my Fat Thor. The Fat Thor was one of my favorites too.
All right,
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, you haven't seen my Fat Thor?
I don't think so.
It's like a
one here?
Yeah. There should be it should be on there.
Island Misfit Toys. Yeah, it's here.
Yeah, he's saying beer me.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that's amazing.
The fuzzy slippers.
Yeah,
yeah.
Kind of looks like my belly. I don't even think it. It kind of looks like my belly.
I love that you did it as the wraparound, like with just the hand and the beer on the back cover. That's brilliant.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing stuff. I got stuff, like I said, I got stuff right now. I'm working on commissions right now, so it's been exciting, and I can't wait for people to see. I just can't show them because the people want it to be a secret. So I'm like, that's cool with me. So yeah, I'm excited. Just, like I said, I got a lot of stuff coming on, and I just hope everyone's pumped for my channel to expand. And like I said, I got a lot of content coming out, and I can't wait to see a lot of the artwork I have on coming up. So I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people waiting to see what's coming next from both of you guys. So
I think you could actually expect to see more artwork from me as well. I don't really post much in terms of my artwork. People have seen what I do on Lamer Frame, but those are 2-minute drawings. It's not really I could do a little better, I think. Although I really enjoy, I love Lamer Frame. I love doing those quick drawings. It's a lot of fun. But I do have some more stuff. I have my Grow Together giveaway cover, which I will be revealing soon because all those goals have almost been met for those channels. But there's other stuff I will be showing soon because I only really kind of got... I go through phases where like I just don't draw for a long time. I just kind of, for whatever reason, I've been drawing my whole life, but I'll go through phases where I'll just like not feel very creative. But now I am feeling incredibly creative. So there is some there is some more artwork that I'll be sharing with people. Yeah, probably soon. Probably the
Awesome.
first thing you do. If anyone, I don't know if anyone remembers. This is probably about a month ago when I did my Grow Together video. It's an alien sketch cover with Alf and Dracula.
Ooh,
So that's what I'm working on right now, and that will be revealed shortly. Yeah.
Very cool.
nice. Do you find yourself doodling like every day?
Yeah, to some extent, I do like really, like literally doodling, but I don't really seriously draw every day. And I mean, there's been like years even have gone by where I didn't draw or paint anything at all. But I have, kind of, I have started to get back into it in the past year or two. I've been doing also a lot more, like I've been teaching myself to paint digitally. Like that's a big thing I've got into because I love painting, but it's also like I don't really have the space. It takes to like really sit down and do painting. Like I love oil painting and stuff, but it's you got to be committed to that. You have to have a committed space to it. So I've really kind of been teaching myself to do it digitally. So I'm having a lot of fun with that as well.
That's
And
awesome.
it's incredibly the possibilities are just it's amazing. There'll be some of that stuff I'll be showing soon as well, I think.
Fantastic, fantastic. And for me, like a guy who couldn't draw a straight line with two rulers, it always amazes me to see the process and to see what can be born out of, just people's hands, and just a little bit of thought and a little bit of time, and these amazing things come forth. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I want to say hello to a few more people before we do our next giveaway, and we'll end on some good notes. We'll say hello to CG, Southern Comic Geek. How are you? I'm hoping there's a convention here in Texas, mid-July, I think it is, that SCG might be coming. So I'm hoping that he'll come down. I'll get a chance to meet him. I look forward to that. Warlord 1. We'll say station to Justin. Justin's got an awesome channel, awesome live stuff. He does a lot of instructional videos that I've caught up on. Just fantastic, fantastic channel.
Yeah.
Say, where is he?
That's my Lamer Frame tag team partner. We're
Was it?
champions. Yeah, we're actually the champions.
And I know he's in here too, so we'll say station to Tomorrow also. Tomorrow Cinema, another great channel that you never know what you're going to be dropping in on from day to day. And Mr. Soul Twice. What it do, Pikachu?
What it do?
Another fantastic art. I've got some.
That's my guy right there.
Some fantastic
Soul Twice.
art, some chibi stuff that's hanging up in my son's room. Another fantastic art in this community. Jack had mentioned the Grow Together, and my last guy, 4-color films. I noticed the other day he had hit 111. My goal for him was 100, and it was great to see him hit it. So we're going to give this away. The Bermejo 98 CGC 98 Detective Comics 1000 that I won from DJ Links, and I'm going to be passing it on to another member of the community. So, What's up to Dank Comics? All right, great interview with Dank yesterday. I watched it this morning, and honestly, I felt like I was in a bar watching these guys shoot the shit. Great video. Learn a lot about Dank. Dank, I thought was very interesting from the beginning. His channel skyrocketing, so go check him out too. For this giveaway, the hashtag is going to be Chalky Milk. Hashtag Chalky Milk. CHOCKYMILK. Chalky Milk.
Yes.
All right, we'll put the starting line up. We won't have any of the other glitches we had the last time. We'll let it compile. There you go. Hashtag Chalky Milk.
Soul Twice. There's a K. You said CHOCK. Why?
CHOCKYMILK.
All right.
Chalky milk.
Yeah, that Michael Caine that was on point, bro.
Thanks, man. I just went for it, honestly. It's not something like I've practiced. I've heard some amazing Michael Caine impressions before, but I was just like, oh, I kind of know what he sounds like in my head. I'll just try and do that, and it was alright, I think.
Yeah,
great.
the glasses kind of threw me off a little bit. But yeah, the accent was spot on. The accent was spot on.
Yeah.
Even the collars, down to the collars, it was good. All right, we'll give 30 seconds. We'll wait for Mario, and then we'll give this thing away. Chalky milk. Hey, Dank, put a hashtag, not an @ sign.
Imagine if there was someone that was at Chalky Milk. They're like, huh? Oh, I gotta get it.
Yeah.
I got it. Where's my slab? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, 5 seconds.
It's an awesome book.
Yeah, Bermejo, especially when he does Batman, he does it right. So we'll share it. Share screen.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm really hoping that Bearded Comic Bro whips up some Joker juice on his new cocktail show.
Ooh.
If he's not doing that, he's doing it all wrong. Gotta have the Joker juice guy.
Yeah, I bust Bearded's chops whenever I can because of his internet, and he's just a great all-around guy.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Oh yeah. He is a great guy.
Chalky milk. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Chalky
Michael Caine's
milk.
always been one of my favorites. What was that one where he played the badass? Was it Michael Brown?
No, you're close though. What was that? Something Brown, right? Someone in the chat must know.
Let's see. Who can I beat someone to Michael Caine?
Brown, something Brown, yeah. I am a little ashamed that no one has brought up. Not ashamed. I don't want to say I'm ashamed. I'm just surprised no one has brought up the pointed out the beginning of the video, my reference there. I don't know if you guys remember.
I'm trying to think now.
The Sasquatch one.
No, the Michael Caine one. The banging on the pots.
Oh yeah.
Which was from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh, nice.
You've been banging on your pots again, haven't you? That was from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Now, do you do that in one take, or does it take you a few takes to get it done?
Yeah, like maybe a couple. I'll like say the line a couple times, but that's it. I don't like spend too much time with that because it's like it's just for a laugh. So I'm not making some not trying to make some masterpiece here. So although I will say, like with that Squatchy video, that took me quite a bit of time to edit. I'd say I edited it over a period of 2 days, a few hours here and there.
Jazz Cabbage, yo, you got me dying.
And what about the cold open for Louis show?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I basically shot all that footage in a couple of hours, and then another day or two to edit it. I'm also teaching myself this editing software at the same time that I'm using it. Like I'm basically figuring out how to use it by using it. So, there's a lot of things. My videos are pretty raw and and unpolished, but that's because I'm just still figuring out the basics. So that's what you guys get. But the Squatchy video was that one was when I recorded it in my backyard. My neighbor, if you notice that, like the audio is all like kind of messed up because my neighbor obsessively every weekend power washes his massive deck, and like there wasn't an opportunity I would have to record it without that sound in the background. I didn't know it would be that loud. So I tried to remove it best I could. But yeah, this guy, oh God, guys, if you could see it every goddamn weekend, he's out there with his pressure washer, just
Like how dirty can it get?
hours on end, just washing this deck every single weekend in the summer. I don't understand what he's doing. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of not understanding what I'm doing, I think we're okay now with the entries, and we'll draw to see a winner.
Do you want to hear more about the deck washing?
We can keep it going. We'll just stop for a second to announce the winner, and it is.
Hooray!
Yes.
What?
All right, buddy. That's amazing.
Hashtag rigged.
Yeah, right. I swear, I put it in only 10 times. No.
Yeah, no, that was my fault. That was my fault. But all right, yeah, Rosko, I may have your address, but if not, just send it to me in IG and I'll get it out to you.
All right, cool, man. That's awesome. Right. Well, thank you, man.
So we'll get to the closing of the show since we're to the heavyweight rap battle a few minutes away.
Yeah, heavyweight. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
That's just you starting the excuses for the next one. So we'll start with you, Mr. Dracula. What do you got on deck? Anything you want to let the people know about?
On deck, I'm not sure. I have a couple things like planned, but nothing like concrete in terms of what's coming out this week. If no one's seen it, last night I put out a video unboxing a Squatch box. Had a lot of fun making that.
Check that out.
Yeah. I do. I will. Yeah, no, I will probably have another video coming out probably middle of next week. I think just like kind of a haul video of stuff I've been picking up recently, like nothing special, just a big haul video, and then hopefully there will be an announcement on my next round of mystery boxes, which I'm coming towards the end of kind of putting together. And I will be doing like a preview video of those. I don't want to say that won't be like this week, but maybe like the first stage of that. It's going to be probably a multiple stage thing. There is before that you will have to check out Comics with Bueller. I do believe I will be sending him an advanced copy of my mystery box for a new show that he's working on.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool.
Do you find it harder to edit or put together a mystery box?
Oh, mystery box for sure. Yeah, because I don't I've only done that first one round. It was like 12 boxes, but I really kind of take my time with them to make sure that just like I go over the books, I don't want to put garbage in them. You know what I mean? Like I'm making sure that, everything's in as best condition as possible that I put in there, that everything's, bagged and boarded well. I spend a lot of time on the packaging. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And then in terms of figuring out the value, like pricing out everything, it's quite a bit of work. But like you said with the bagging and boarding, I just really enjoy doing it. I mean, I'm not doing it to make money. I'll be happy if I break even on them. Frankly, I just really it's something I like to do. So,
That's awesome.
Good. Well, everybody in the chat community, be on the lookout for that. I will link everybody's stuff, IG, YouTube, in the description down below when the video is ready. How about you, Mr. Rosko? And don't tell me you have an unfortunate news and then tell me you got a channel with Chris. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear good.
Okay. No, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff coming up. Like I said, I'm just excited. You know, next couple months are just going to be big for me and my channel. I think I'm at like 112 followers right now on my YouTube. So once I reach 200, I'm going to make an announcement about a giveaway that I'm going to be doing for when I reach 250 subscribers. And I think you're going to be really cool. It's going to be, a little bit of maybe something from me and also a book. So keep an eye out for that. And then, like I said, I'm starting to go back to my LCS. So I want to start doing some other cool things and show what I've got from there. And like today I went Freaky Louie dollar bin diving today. And I just got to show this because Actual Dracula's here. And hopefully Louie's still here, which I think he is. But check out this book right here.
Oh, Dracula. Yes. Count Dracula. That's amazing.
With Danger Mouse. It's the first time they team up together. And I was like, holy mackerel. I can't believe that I found two at like a 9.4 candidate. Like, but yeah, I just had to show that off for Drac here. But
that's really good.
Nice.
I got a bunch of different, like I said, I was showing a bunch of stuff to Nick in the back. So I'm going to do a cool little video and I'll show what I got. And like I said, just keep a lookout for me. And then, like I said, I do have a show coming out with the great Cardboard Crazies within the next 2 weeks called Between the Lines. And I am going to be on with him tomorrow morning where he's drawing with the professor. He also will be drawing with the Rosko.
Nice.
So I'm going to join in a little bit and we're going to talk. And so chime in there. And then after that, tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm on Gray Man's channel. If anyone knows who Gray Man is, he does a show called Cover Slingers. And,
dude, I think I'm coming on. Yeah, he messaged me today, so I think I'll be there as well. Yeah.
Yes. All right, bro.
I need to find. I don't have any high heel covers. I don't think. I'm gonna improvise.
Well, that's why I went dollar bin diving today, brother, to find some high heel stuff because I only have like a very small, like I'm like I don't even know if I have any, And then so I was like,
what are the odds, man? What are the odds?
So I hope somebody brought some pajamas because it sounds like a sleepover.
I guess so.
But catch me there. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, just catch me there tomorrow. I guess I'll be with Drac, man. This is gonna be cool.
Yeah, I guess catch me on Cover Slingers tomorrow. I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Nice. You guys got a busy day ahead of you. All right. So with that being said, we'll end it here. We'll go hop out and go see what's going on hip hop wise. But thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me. Thanks to everybody in the chat.
Thank you for having me.
Rosko, unfortunately, Nick's down 15.
I know.
But we'll see how that goes. Thanks again, gentlemen. Thanks again for the chat. Have a good one.
Thank you so much, Nick. Hey,
keep us on your pull list. That's the end line. That'll be the end line. Have a good one, guys.
Up your alley.
Oh.